You don't deserve to marry someone like Alan. He should marry someone beautiful like me. Ugly women like you are supposed to be single and lonely their entire lives.
I understand why you are overprotective of Lena. She is weak and fragile. Would you consider dating Lena instead of Helen? I think that you two make a better couple.
Trouble busters! Oh, your doll is so cute. But Lena, you have so many other dolls that you can play with. I want to play with one of your dolls though, Helen. Well, wait your turn then.
What's the matter? Why is Lena crying?
Helen's mean to me.
Helen, how many times do I have to tell you to be nicer to your little sister? Let Lena play with your doll.
But I'm playing with it now. I only want to play with that doll, not my other dolls.
Helen, you're her older sister. Let Lena play with your doll. Be nice to your little sister.
Helen, you're so mean to me.
Lena isn't strong and healthy like you are. She hasn't been able to go to school for a while because she hasn't been feeling well.
That's right. Your stuff is my stuff.
Don't be so selfish, Helen, and think about Lena's feelings.
Helen, do you not like me? If I pretend to be sad, Helen will let me play with her doll.
Helen, give your doll to Lena.
Yes, just as I had predicted. Mom, let me finish playing first. Oh no, not another nightmare about Lena and I when we were small. I hate dreaming about Lena. It puts me in a terrible mood.
Good morning, Helen.
Alan, good morning to you too.
Today's a special day for us, remember? Oh, by the way, are you feeling okay? You seem down.
I had a nightmare.
A nightmare?
Oh, it's nothing. Are we still on for today? I hope that you're not too nervous.
Actually, I'm starting to feel a little nervous. I'm excited to meet your parents, though. I'll come pick you up around noon. Sound good?
Yes, don't be late.
See you later, then.
My name is Helen, and I met my fiancé Alan through work. We work for the same company, and today, Alan is meeting my parents for the first time. I'm a little worried, though. Firstly, I had that nightmare about my sister.
What kind of a nightmare did you have?
Oh, it was nothing.
Are you feeling okay?
Yes, I'm fine. By the way, my little sister Lena is beautiful, so don't be too surprised when you meet her today. And please don't fall in love with her either.
Well, you're beautiful, so it doesn't surprise me that your sister is beautiful as well. I don't have eyes for anyone else. You're my only one.
I didn't want to admit to Alan that in my past, my boyfriends had fallen in love with Lena and dumped me for her.
You have nothing to worry about.
I was relieved to hear those words from Alan. We finally arrived to my house. I'm home, and Alan's here with me.
Why, hello! Nice to finally meet you, Alan. Please come in.
Nice to meet you too. Helen's told me so much about you. Nice to meet you, Alan. You're a good-looking fella. Thank you so much. I get that a lot.
You have a great sense of humor, too. Let's all sit down for lunch and get to know each other.
Wow, Mom, this looks amazing.
I'm sure that Alan doesn't get to eat this much variety if he's living on his own.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Are these all of your favorite dishes?
Sort of. I wanted to tell Alan that these were all Lena's favorite dishes, but I didn't want to make things awkward. Where's Lena, by the way?
She's at the hospital for a checkup. She hasn't been feeling well recently, so she's been seeing her doctor on a weekly basis.
Oh, I see. I had no idea. I hope that she's okay.
Is your sister okay?
She's fine, but she's always had poor health, so she needs to see a doctor regularly.
Well, I hope that her medication is helping her feel better.
To be honest, I was relieved that Lena wasn't home.
It's a shame that Lena's not here today. She would have loved to meet you today.
Yes, it is. I would have loved to meet her as well. We're so happy for Helen that she met a great guy like you, Alan. Now all we need to worry about is Lena. We hope that she finds herself a nice man soon, though.
Yes, it would be nice if she could find herself a man that was understanding about her medical condition.
Lena will be fine. She's really attractive and men can't seem to leave her alone. Don't you think that it's time for dessert now?
Actually, it is. I bought us a nice cake.
Alan, let's get going after we have dessert.
Sure, sounds good. We have to get up early tomorrow to see my parents.
I was glad that my parents seemed to like Alan. We were all having such a nice time until Lena came home from the hospital. I'm home. Helen?
Oh, good, you're home. Come meet Helen's fiancé, Alan.
Sit down with us. We have dinner ready for you.
Okay, Dad. Give me a few minutes.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I felt a little dizzy.
Why don't you sit down and rest until the dizziness passes?
Or you might want to go lie down in your bedroom. Actually, Alan, could I ask you to carry Lena to the sofa in the living room? Of course.
Thank you for your help. You must be my sister's fiancé. Nice to meet you.
I didn't miss the evil smile which appeared on Lena's face. I knew that she had her eyes set on Alan. Lena always went after my things, just like that dream that I had last night when she took my favorite doll from me. Wouldn't you feel more comfortable resting in your bedroom?
I'll be fine here. Thanks for your concern, sis. By the way, I'm so happy for you. Alan's a real catch. I don't mean any of that. I want to check Alan out and see if he's someone worth dating.
Helen, be nice to your sister. She's not feeling well.
That's right, Helen. Be considerate. You should be touched that Lena's trying to congratulate your engagement to Alan, even though she's not feeling well.
Why don't we sit down and finish desserts? Lena, are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you. You're so kind. You and my sister make a great couple. I'm so happy to see that Helen found a nice man like you to marry.
Well, thank you. I look forward to having you as my new little sister. Helen, you have a great family.
I couldn't believe that Alan was falling for Lena's act as well. Why don't we all have some coffee and finish dessert like Alan suggested?
Lena, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better. Helen, can you bring Lena a glass of water?
Oh, Dad, you don't need to ask Helen to do that. I'm okay now. I'd like to join everyone for dessert and get to know Alan.
Well, let us know if you're feeling dizzy again.
Your kindness has helped me feel much better, so thank you.
Lena, what are you doing?
Helen, stop being mean to your sister.
Can't you see that she's flirting with my fiancé? Helen, you're overreacting as usual. You all know what she's doing. Stop taking her side all the time. What do you have against Lena? You always do this to her. You're acting like a child. Look, today is about me and Alan. I hate that everything in my life is always about Lena. I'm sick of it. That's why we had this nice dinner for you, to celebrate your engagement. Don't you see that? Things were fine until Lena came home. She ruins everything for me. I mean, you cooked all of Lena's favorite dishes. This isn't her party. Helen, you're being very unreasonable. You're the big sister. Start acting like one. I didn't choose to be born before Lena. It's not fair that I always have to care for her. Stop being selfish and think about your poor sister. For once, I wanted my parents to focus on me and not Lena, but I realized that my parents cared about Lena much more than they did for me. I guess my nightmare was preparing me for this moment.
I understand why you are overprotective of Lena. She is weak and fragile.
Alan, do you mean that?
Mom, I know what you're doing. Alan is Helen's fiancé, remember?
That doesn't matter. They're not married yet. Would you consider dating Lena instead of Helen? I think that you two make a better couple.
I couldn't believe that this was happening to me. This was my worst nightmare. I didn't think that Alan was the type to betray me like this, but I guess I was wrong.
Helen, I'm sorry about what happened out there. I was only trying to get to know Alan. I wanted to see if he was worth dating or not. But if he chooses me over you, it means that he never loved you. I always win.
How dare you do this to me, Lena?
Well, aren't you glad that you didn't end up marrying the wrong guy? You should be thankful to me. You don't deserve to marry someone like Alan. He should marry someone beautiful like me. Ugly women like you are supposed to be single and lonely their entire lives.
I'm the only one that knows that you're a monster. Lena, is everything all right? Are you feeling okay?
Alan is waiting for you.
This is so funny. Your fiancé is waiting for me. I'll be out in a minute.
Alan, thank you very much for agreeing to marry Lena.
We know that you'll make Lena happy.
You can count on me.
I decided to leave by myself.
Alan, you're making me blush.
Hey, Helen, why did you leave without me?
You're marrying my sister, remember? Leave me alone, Alan.
Why would you think that? I told you that you're the only one that I love, and I wasn't lying.
But you told my parents that you would make Lena happy. Doesn't that mean that you're marrying her instead of me?
What I meant was that I was going to try to make Lena happy because she's your sister. I don't want to marry her, and I know what Lena's been doing to you. I'm on your side, Helen.
Huh? You're not making much sense to me right now.
I know. Let me try to explain it to you. I overheard the conversation between you two in the bathroom.
Oh, you heard that?
I was worried about you after seeing the way that your family treated you, and I followed you to the bathroom. Lena has some nerve. She's such a hypocrite.
Alan.
Some of my guy friends recently told me about the terrible experiences that they had with a girl, and the girl sounded just like Lena. I bet it was Lena and that she's been using a number of men to her advantage.
Oh, wow.
And I remember one of my guy friends showing me a photo of the girl, and she looked exactly like Lena, which is how I put 2 and 2 together. I can only imagine the nightmare that Lena has been putting you through all these years.
Yes, she's good at deception.
After meeting her today, I believe you. I have a brilliant plan to teach Lena a lesson. Will you hear me out?
Of course. Let's troublebuster her together. From that day on, Lena called me every day to brag to me about her new relationship with Alan. I didn't care because this was all part of our plan. She would call me right before my bedtime and talk about all the wonderful things she did with Alan. What a bitch!
Helen, are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening, Lena.
I'm sure that this isn't fun for you. I mean, Alan dumped you and decided to marry me instead.
I guess not. Well, I need to go to bed now. I have to get up early for work tomorrow.
I feel sorry for you. The only thing you have to look forward to is work. And on top of that, you and Alan work for the same company. Must be awkward for you. I can't wait to get married to Alan. He's such a prince. You're invited to our wedding, of course. You can be my maid of honor.
I could tell that Lena was exaggerating about her happiness, but whatever. She was a pathological liar.
Helen, do you wish that you were in my shoes right now? I bet you do.
Inside, I was laughing because this was all part of our plan. Alan already told me everything. He was on my side. Yes, I wish I were as beautiful as you. Then maybe I would have been able to get married to Alan. Lena's daily bragging quickly became old, but I knew that it was only a matter of time. Helen, we have some big news to share with you. Lena and Alan's engagement party is being held this weekend. Of course, being Lena's big sister, you're invited. Yes, Mom, I'll be there. This is a happy time for our family. You do your part in congratulating Lena, okay? Yes, I will. I'm happy for Lena.
Congratulations on Lena's engagement. You must be so happy for her, and her fiancé seems like a wonderful man.
Yes, he is. I'll introduce you to him in a bit.
I love being the center of attention.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. This is Lena's fiancé, Alan.
What a stunning couple. Yes, they are. I'm really proud of them. Let me correct my father-in-law. I'm getting married to Helen, his other daughter, not Lena.
Alan, I don't understand. What are you saying?
Do you remember that Helen introduced me to you as her fiancé? I told you that I was getting married to Helen, not Lena.
Alan, how could you do this to me? I thought that you loved me.
I know that your parents asked me to marry you instead of Helen, but I never said yes. You just all assumed that I was going to marry you, and I never proposed to you either. What gave you the idea that we were engaged? Why are you doing this to Lena? You're making a fool out of her. I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling you the facts. I promised to take care of Lena because she is Helen's sister. That's all.
But we want you to marry Lena, not just take care of her.
I can't do that because I'm already engaged to Helen. I agreed to having this party because I wanted everyone to know the truth about Lena. The truth? What on earth are you talking about, Alan? Did you know that there's an evil woman going around taking advantage of gullible men? Hey guys, you can all come out now. Lena, you look a little pale. Are you feeling all right?
Lena, all these men here are engaged to you, am I right? Why don't you introduce them to our parents? She's been pretending to be in love with all these men and using up all their money. Helen, why are you doing this? This can't be true.
I had no idea that Lena had a different side to her.
Lena wouldn't hurt a fly. She's not the person that Helen described her to be. Listen to this conversation between Lena and Helen from the other day.
That's not me. If you listen carefully, that's not my voice, and you can't even see my face.
Watch until the end. Actually, the person speaking sounds just like Lena. If you watch the video carefully, you can see Lena's face in the reflection of the bathroom mirror.
Lena, what is going on here? Explain it to me. This must be some sort of sick joke, right? I bought you an apartment. How could you do this to me? I bought Lena a vacation home. I bought Lena an uninhabited island. I bought Lena a castle because she told me that she wanted to be a princess. I got her a private jet because Lena told me that she wanted to travel the world.
I didn't buy her anything, but I gave her all the love in the world.
So who is Lena's real fiancé then?
Oh, I'm starting to have chest pains.
Are you having fake chest pains again? Kind of convenient, isn't it? We're not falling for your stupid tricks anymore. I asked your doctor for your medical records, and he confirmed that there is nothing wrong with you. You're cured, but you've been using your medical condition as an excuse to get our parents to love you more than me. I'm starting to feel dizzy. I think that I'm going to faint. Do you want me to take a look? I'm a doctor, you know.
Or are you in pain from all the guilt and stress of being caught? I can't believe that you tricked so many men and got them to overspend for you.
You always bragged about a wonderful daughter Lena is, and it made me feel bad about my own daughter. But I'm glad that I'm not in your shoes right now. At least I'm not a mother of a complete slut.
Our daughter may not be as pretty as Lena, but she's kind and decent.
Lena, what were you thinking? How can you embarrass your father and I like this?
I can't believe that you've been lying to us this whole time. How could you?
Helen, I'm so sorry about this. I was jealous of your happiness, which is why I tried to steal Alan away from you, even though I knew that it was wrong. It's too late to apologize, Lena. You've done so much harm to me. You're not going to get away with this anymore. What were you thinking? There's going to be serious consequences for you. I was born a princess, and I want to remain that way for the rest of my life. I can't bear to see you happier than me. Well, what a rotten princess you turned out to be. I feel sorry for you. Now that everything's out in the open, you'll just have to wait for your punishment. Helen, I'm sorry for my mistakes. I promise to change, so please don't punish me. You don't mean that. I'm cutting you out of my life. I never want to see you again. You can go crying to Mom and Dad for all I care. I'm annoyed at Mom and Dad for treating us so differently. I'm cutting them out of my life as well.
Yes, I agree with Helen. You should have known better as parents. You messed up big time. Helen is the only reasonable one in your family. She's an honorable person, and that's why I'm marrying her. I'm gonna take good care of her. I won't allow you three to mess with her anymore.
It turns out that 4 of the 7 men that Lena conned were married.
What are we going to do now? Lena's going to get into a lot of trouble for this.
We gave her so much love, and this is how she repays us? Unbelievable!
Where is Lena, by the way?
I found her a job through a relative, and she started working. That's the least she can do for us.
Oh, good move. Having a job ought to teach her some manners and the concept of taking responsibility.
Hello. Yes, this is she. This is Lena's mother. Oh no, I'm so sorry about that. Yes, I understand. Thank you for calling.
Did Lena already cause trouble? She just started working. Oh, what is the matter with her?
What are we going to do about her?
I don't know if there's anything more that we can do.
Let me call someone that I know to see if they'd be willing to hire Lena.
I guess we won't be having a peaceful retirement. We owe Lena's victims so much money.
I can't believe that we were doing so much for her, and I don't even know if she appreciates any of it. My mother keeps on calling me, but I don't want to speak to her anymore.
If she keeps on harassing you, let's involve my lawyer. My lawyer said that we should get a restraining order.
Actually, that sounds like a good idea. I don't want to deal with my family anymore. They've put me through hell already.
Let's forget about your family and go back to enjoying our vacation. I know that we didn't have any guests at our wedding. Are you sure that you're okay with that?
More than okay. It was the perfect wedding, and I couldn't be happier. For the first time in my life, I was truly happy. I was relieved to be rid of my dreadful family, especially my sister Lena. I was lucky to have Alan in my life, and I promised myself that I would cherish him as long as I lived.
Are you excited about moving to London after our honeymoon?
Yes, very excited. I can't wait to meet everyone in our London office. Alan and I were thrilled to start our new lives. I was also a little nervous, but I knew that with Alan by my side, I could get through anything. Trouble busters.